Hey everyone, welcome to a new series of Trimble Connect tutorials. We're gonna start from the bottom, go to the top, and hopefully learn a lot from each other during these tutorial videos. On this first video, we're gonna start the project. We're gonna make and add our models to the project. We're gonna browse the Explorer a little bit, show the different things you can do, and then we're gonna jump into the 3D viewer and navigate through it. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the toolbars we get from the 3D viewer and a little bit what you can do just to get started on your Trimble Connect journey. I hope you're gonna enjoy this one, and if you do, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm gonna make these a lot just to help you guys, so enjoy the first video. Let's get started. We are here now, logged into our Trimble account and at our home page of the Trimble Connect web page. And I have already made a new project, but you can make the new project under new tab here and name the project as you want and the project location, and then just submit it. Once you can open the project and we come to the home page, and here we want to first add new models that we have made. You can add either from Autodesk Revit, from Tekla, and I think from SketchUp as well, and you can add straightly from the program as well. But I have now made IFC models of the project directly, and I just gonna drag it to the folder. I have a structural model, an architect model, and an HVAC model of the thing that we're gonna build. And after these are downloaded, it come here to the Explorer view. You can add folders to it if you want. If I want to add 3D models, I can drag everything under the 3D models, so it's easier to get organized. And this is now the different pages you can get through. We have the views, where you can add views from the model. I can show you later on how you do that. And we have the activity, where you can see what people have been doing in the project lately. To-dos are something you can assign someone to do anything in the project. You have to change something in the way, or you can make some to-dos to that. And in the team folder, you are all the project members here. We can make some new groups, for example architect. We can make some structural designer, and so on. So we get the groups here that you can assign to later on. And here you can invite people to the project. You just add the email address, add them to the group you want, and if you want them to be a user or admin, that can change the settings in the project. In the settings, you have some more details on the project. If you want to have the start date of the project and the end date, if you want to make the place of the building where it is, the location. We have the notification is the way to get the files that has been done. If somebody is making some changes, you will already get the email. But you can also change these. If example, somebody adds a new to do, you will get instantly an email from it. Or you can make a digest, for example, every files that has been made, changes to, or users joined, invited, left, and the digest will give you a daily digest of the time you choose, and it picks everything into one email, and you get an email of the news that has happened to the project. We have the units table where you can change the units to the projects as you want. Different tags that you can make to the project. You can, for example, have some HVAC tags or something that you can tag under the HVAC problem. Here you can change some permissions to different members, what they want to do and what they can do. And here is different ways to sync and what you can take into the project. So if you want to ignore like Revit backup files, you can check that out, and the backup files doesn't sync to the project. So let's get going to the 3D viewer. We have few ways to get to the views. You can just click on one of the views models you want to show, and it opens directly to the viewer. One thing with this is now you have only the models under here, and you also have to go and click on everything in project to get everything showing. So I have another way that I always use, which is I just open here and click view project in 3D viewer. In that case, I get straight to the 3D models view. I can choose what I want to view. For example, now we want to have the structural model in here, and we can put everything in if we want, HVAC and the architect. Okay, now we have it a little bit. We have to sync this again, and we can get it straight. So we're gonna make it under the next area. So how do we navigate through this? With the left button clicked, mouse button clicked, you can orbit around the model. With the right, you can look around, and of course with the scrolls you can zoom in and you zoom out. Another way you can fly through the model is like with clicking in the right mouse button, and with WASD keys you can fly around. You can, with the E key, you can go up. With the Q key, you can go down, just like in any video game. So you can fly around in the project, which can help you if you want to navigate inside somewhere. Then we have the different toolbars we have here. So the first thing I always do, I always click on the assembly selection, which means now when I want to take this wall here, it chooses the whole wall assembly instead of just taking the other shell of the whole assembly. So that way you can easily get the whole selected. Here you can see now that when we select one thing, you get some information of it. With the information panel, you get some different information of the model you have here. So we have now, it's the weight and the length of this cast unit. Here we have also some different, and you can make these, we can, or later on we're gonna make our own properties we want to view in these property lists. Another thing we have here is the measurement. You can basically measure anything you want. We can make a opening here, or we can just make a opening of this from the floor, and then we can delete everything under the delete all measurements. We have the clip plane, which can help us get some clips. We can add one as well. So now we have 2 clip planes to easily view the project we want. And these can be deleted by one or by clicking delete. Here we have the add view, which I show the view bar, and if we want we can add a view here of this section, name it section view or anything you want. And it saves and makes a view. Now if we reset the model, and here as well you can get to the views, and you can see the sections coming just as the way you saved it. Then we have the to-dos. I'm gonna show you quickly the main thing of that. So we have, for example, we want this opening to be bigger, so I'm gonna add a to-do to this, opening bigger, this. We get, it has to be done by tomorrow. We are really critical with this. Here I can now assign myself to this, and it's an issue, and we just get save. And now what I'm gonna get an email which shows that I have got a new to-do to look at, and I can then go here to this tab as well and get to to-dos. I have assigned a new to-do, and I can open it, and it comes straight to the view where what I saved later. And I can add, okay, I will fix that. So we have commented it. Now I can go back to the model and fix that and upload a new one. So that's basically the basics to get going with the Connect models and how to make the views and add new to-dos.